Hey guys, so hopefully you guys had a good weekend. We're gonna go over what we're gonna do for Monday, the 22nd. Hopefully you have a space to do it inside today. I know it's probably raining outside. It's supposed to rain all day. Um, but again, like I said on Friday, we're trying to build a good base for this coming week because we are going to try to add a little eccentric loading. So eccentric loading is simply as our muscle lengthens, we're trying to have time under tension while our muscle lengthens. So the reason why we do that is our muscle adapts a little bit faster to the stress that's put upon it. That also being said, it is going to be a little bit more demanding on the muscles. So that's kind of why we built a little bit of a base last week, and kind of starting it new this week. So it's just adding a little bit of stress again, or a little bit of time under tension again as our muscle lengthens. So think about it like arm muscle is shortening coming this way, my biceps getting shorter, going this way, now my muscle's lengthening. So it would be trying to resist that force as my muscle lengthens. So again, a little time that way. So we're gonna do same warm up that we've been doing all last week. I like the warm up. We're gonna stick with it. Also helps keep the sessions a little bit shorter for you guys. You don't need to watch the warm up video every day, every week. So warm up 8 to 10 minutes. Once you guys are done with that, we're gonna do 4 rounds of A for strength and 4 rounds of B for strength. So strength, the first part, A, is gonna be the little lower body. You're gonna have, all of them are gonna be lower body movements, but we're gonna have a strength movement, followed by a plyometric movement, followed by a strength movement, followed by a plyometric movement. So again, the 2 strength ones, your first and your third exercise are going to be eccentric focus. So we're trying to go 5 seconds on the way down for both. And again, like we talked about all last week, you can either adjust the tempo a little bit. So 5 seconds is what I would like to see. If you don't have any weight at home that's heavy enough, slow it down a little bit. Try to go 10 seconds on the way down. If you don't have a way to adjust weight at home, again, try to stay as close as you can to 5 seconds. But if the weight's just a tad bit too heavy, you don't have any way to change it. Again, that's why I like a backpack. You can just simply shove a few more books in there, take a few books out, whatever. But then we could kind of trim that time down to 3 seconds, but trying to stay 5 seconds as best as possible. So, lower body. First one we're doing Bulgarian split squats again. Yes, I know. I love them. They are very good exercise at home. For it to be able to do at home, they're very big bang for your buck, so to speak. So Bulgarian split squats. We're doing 5 each leg to 8 each leg. Again, those people who are just a little bit of an adjustment, whether you don't have enough weight, you have a little bit more weight, because again, we're trying to stay at about 5 seconds on the way down. So if it's not challenging doing 5 each leg, do 8 each leg, or again, you could increase the tempo a little bit, go a little bit slower. But we're gonna go shoulder loaded. So I'm gonna load it up on my left shoulder. Again, I have a few books in here, a little bit heavy. Whatever shoulder I have the weight on, my opposite leg is going to go back. So if it's on my left, my right leg's gonna go back. Remember, make sure you have enough room in front. So when I go down, I'm gonna be able to get down. This leg's parallel, back to the top. So again, I'll show it from the other side. Yes, I know I'm gonna kind of block my face, but right foot's down, left foot's gonna go back up on that chair, and we're going on our way down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to stay nice and steady with the tempo. Back to the top. Again, I'm gonna do 5 to 8 on this leg, switch, 5 to 8 on the other leg. Once you're done with that, we're gonna go our single leg or double leg box jump. So if you're doing single legs, it's 5. If you're doing double legs, it's 10. I got a chair. I want to use something a little bit different, a little bit higher, a little bit shorter. I could do that as well. Starting on one leg, especially if you're inside, make sure you have enough room where you can actually jump. You're not going to hit your ceiling, break a fan, break a light, otherwise mom and dad might not be too happy. So starting on one leg, arms up above the head, load, jump, stick the landing, step back down. Again, I'm going to do 5 on one leg, 5 on the other. That's the single leg, otherwise you can go off both. Jump, nice solid landing. So do 10 double leg if you're not doing the single leg. Once you're done that, we're going skater squats. So again, skater squats, little single leg strength. If you need to, you could use a PVC pipe. Remember, if I'm going on my left leg, I'm going to try to get my right knee back behind that ankle, hit the ground, stand back up. Again, otherwise you could go PVC pipe out in front. But again, like I said, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tap, stand back up. If you need to use this for a little bit of balance, you can, but we shouldn't just be leaning on this PVC pipe on the way down, so we're not putting any tension on our legs. But again, 5 on one leg, 5 on the other, 5 seconds on the way down. Then once you're done with that, we're going to go star jumps. So trying to be a little bit explosive, trying to get a little bit of height in the air. Again, make sure you have enough room up above your head. You're going to reach down, hands and feet together. Make sure you also have some room to your side. You're going to jump, go out to the side, nice soft blended jump. But we're trying to be explosive. So the point of all of these, doing them in a row, is to have a strength movement followed by a plyometric movement. We're trying to be explosive. Yes, our muscles are getting a little bit tired, but we're trying to do output a little bit of force while our muscles are a little bit tired, just like they would be in sports. So again, 5 to 8 each leg of the first one, 5 seconds on the way down. The time on the way down is really crucial. So it's going to help you to build a little bit of muscle. And the reason why we do it is every action that we have in sports, we have an eccentric movement. Like if I'm going to plant with a foot, I'm going to change direction to go the other way. That loading, when I'm about to change direction to go the other way, I'm eccentrically loading and absorbing force with that leg. And then there's an isometric where all of a sudden for that split second, it might be really small, nothing is happening in that leg besides just every muscle is contracted and we're staying still. That's an isometric. And then a concentric, so where I'm pushing off with that leg, my muscles are shortening again. So again, those are 3 different muscle phases that we have. Eccentric, isometric where it's staying still, concentric where it's contracting, getting shorter again. Every single action we have in sports has those 3 different phases. So that's why we try to train our muscles in those 3 different phases. So again, sorry to get a little sidetracked, but trying to explain it a little bit for those of you at home who don't know about it, haven't talked to me about it. So that's going to be the lower body stuff. Upper body stuff. We're going to go push-ups again. So push-ups, same thing. We're going to go 5 seconds on the way down, going 5 to 10 reps. Really trying to work on keeping our body in a nice straight line. So starting here, body stays nice and straight, nice even 5 seconds. Chest touches the ground. I can reset back to the top. So for those of you who are pretty strong with push-ups, try to do 10 of them. Also, instead of resetting, if you're a little bit stronger, you go 5 seconds on the way down, or even a little bit slower, tap, push back up. Again, you could do 10, you could do 5, whatever makes it a little bit more challenging for yourself. Once you're done with that, we're going to go plyo push-ups. So for those of you who were in summer strength conditioning last summer, we did them on a box. So you could bring back in the chair, do them on the chair. Okay. Staying nice and straight, down, push, catch. You're going to reset each time. Catch at the top, down, push, catch. Otherwise, you could do them off the ground as well. Start here, down, push, catch. Again, nice solid landing with those arms, locking out, absorbing that force. So you're going to do 5 to 10 normal push-ups, or 5 seconds on the way down. And then we're going to do 5 plyo push-ups, whether it's off the chair, ground, you have a little bit of a box that's in between. Then we're going to go a V-sit bag press. So again, you could use backpack, you could use dog food bag, but we're going to go a V-sit. So nice and wide, with our feet, trying to keep our legs nice and straight, trying to sit upright, and then it's just going to be a press. So you could either go a little bit wider with your bag, a little bit more narrow. Personally, I like a little bit wider. It's going to be a press up above, lock out, and then we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the way back down. Press back up, nice straight arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, you do the backpack. If you have dumbbells at home, you have kettlebells, your parents have them, you could do it with that as well. Put 5 seconds on the way down. Yeah, we're doing 5 to 10 reps, whatever makes it challenging for yourself. Once you're done with that, if you have a pillow at home, we're gonna use that like a med ball. So you're gonna ball it up, you're gonna load the shoulders up, try to throw it into the ground as hard as you can. Take it back up, and we're trying to be explosive. Hopefully you don't have an expensive pillow at home and break it. Got a little cheapy, grab an old one in a guest bedroom, but really trying to load those shoulders up, throw it into the ground as hard as you can. You're gonna do 5 chest passes. Again, we're gonna do 4 rounds of the first part, lower body, 4 rounds of the second part with the upper body, and then we're gonna do a little midline to end it. I know I said it in the first part, but remember, you're trying to take rest in between on not each exercise that you do, but each round that you do of part A or part B. Just because we're trying to go max effort, we're trying to build a little bit of power, trying to build a little bit of strength, which requires rest in between. Conditioning during a workout in the weight room, all that stuff, we might have a time and place for it, but 99% of the time, we are not doing that in the weight room. So we're not doing that at home. It shouldn't turn into conditioning. Again, max effort with each thing that we do. So midline, we're going to start. We're going to go toe taps to start. So feet are just up above the head, up and away, not way back behind. I'm going to reach up, alternate each time. Right hand's going to my left foot, left hand's going to my right foot. You're going to do 20. Once you're done with that, I'm going to have alternating V-ups. So my right arm is going to be flat on the ground, and I'm going to take my left leg, bring it up together, tap, back down. My other leg that's not working is going to stay on the ground the whole time. So it's going to up, back down, reach up, alternating back and forth to different legs each time. Again, you're going to do 10 each leg, 20 total. Once you're done with that, we're just going to go straight down the middle. You could go push-up plank style. You could go on your forearms. But really trying to keep my shoulders over top of my wrist so my butt stays down. We're going to go 60 to 90 seconds. Again, whatever's challenging for yourself. And really trying not to do this way up in the air or drop my butt down towards the ground. Nice strong position. 60 to 90 seconds. Again, nice flat back. My shoulders go back, my butt goes up, shoulders go forward, my butt goes down, right over top of my wrist. So, again, 3 rounds of the midline, and then that'll conclude what we have for Monday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.